All right, so the next question is quite a simple one, is how do you find your purpose in life? Um, I have a really simple answer to that. Read Third Circle Theory. It's my book. It's a really good book, even though I'm going to go ahead and give the self speech here for a second. No, I'm just joking. But it is a really good book, and it does focus on how one person goes through each cycle of life and enables themselves to master the idea of understanding what they believe their purpose to be. You see, finding your purpose is kind of abstract because there's no way you'll ever validate if indeed it was your purpose or not. So the goal is not to find what your purpose was, but rather your goal is to find how to be purposeful at doing something. So when you're purposeful at doing something, it happens because you're able to identify kind of something you believe in enough and you believe to have the skill set enough to kind of push the envelope on. So when you buy into yourself and that you've earned or you've found that what that purpose is be, then magical things happen. You're able to push your limit in terms of your mind, your physical capacity, your mental capacity, your ability to handle stress, obstacles, and everything else. And so finding your purpose is really important, or believing you've found your purpose. Now, there are certain things you can do in order to find your purpose, and it's to never let go of the idea that experience, when kind of accumulated over time, will enable you to identify opportunities. And when these opportunities are met with kind of somewhat of an idea of passion mixed in, then more amazing things happen, like the true entrepreneurial side of yourself starts coming out, and you start pushing things even further. When you've pushed yourself to limits that you had not reached before, you start gaining a greater sense of purpose, and you start gaining a greater sense of knowing what you are here to do. And so when you put all this together, it ultimately kind of makes you feel purposeful and enables you to push even harder. For me, it was kind of the same thing. I was making a lot of money with other companies before, but it wasn't until I found Secret Entourage for myself that I was able to grow into this feeling of having fulfillment and having found purpose that enables me to do things that I've never done before. Starting a blog, where I was never in the IT sector. Being an author, I've never even read a book before writing 10. And, having written 2,000 articles, I had never even written anything. So the idea is that, we go places we don't like going because we believe the cause and we believe the reason why we're going there to be more important than our own comfort. And that's how we break free of the comfort zone that so many people are trapped within. That's how we take on entrepreneurship, true entrepreneurship that is, and that's how we push the envelope of what we're capable of. So I think all of these things come to play, and I really do urge you to read Third Circle, primarily because Third Circle theory takes you through the three circles of life, which are the mastery of your circumstance, the mastery of society, and the mastery of life. And the mastery of life having really emphasis on purpose as well as entrepreneurship and things that you may want to know about in order to understand yourself enough to move to that next step. All right, so the next question comes to us and is actually quite disturbing. It's a question that says, I don't have any skills. How do I run a successful business? So that question by itself is counterproductive. There's two reasons.